Hey y'all, it's Jofer, the cranky old gay guy. And today, well, before we get started, you're going to ask, what's with the hat? Well, I was sent a message asking me what the logo for my channel is from, and if it was a picture of me. And the answer is yes, when I had a goatee instead of a beard. It is an acrylic self-portrait that I did, I don't know, 3 years ago, something like that. Anyhow, this is the hat I was wearing in the picture. So, yes, that is me. So, on to today's subject, and that would be self abuse. Knock it off! By self abuse, well, I do mean physical as well, but mental abuse. Um, Quit beating yourself up, okay? Take better care of your health. Don't drink as much, don't smoke as much. Try to get some sleep. Don't wear yourself out. Don't burn the candle at both ends. All these things are abuse. And believe it or not, you're not invincible, regardless of your age. And things do come back to haunt you. Um, Also, don't be hard on yourself when you make a mistake or you're struggling with something. Something, let's say IT related. Uh, don't shout out, "Oh, I'm so stupid," or anything like that, because much like The Secret, when you say it, you put it out into the ether and then you make it a reality. So, when you're frustrated and irritated, don't complain about you personally and how you don't get it and you're terrible or you can't learn or you can't do anything. Just don't put the can't in there. Instead, say, I am frustrated that I'm not fixing this or that this is not working for me. Okay, that's a lot different than saying, I'm stupid, I will never get this, I can't do this, because then you're creating a self defeating prophecy. You don't want to do that. You want to take care of yourself. Stop abusing yourself. Just like you don't abuse others, and I know that you don't want to abuse yourself. Now, if you are doing physical abuse, like cutting or burning yourself or anything in that realm, you should probably talk with a therapist, and it can be anonymous. You can call a suicide helpline and talk to a therapist and let them know what's going on. And then they can refer you to someone in your area. Um, there's also a lot of apps out there. I hear a lot about BetterHelp, but since they're not sponsoring this channel, I'm not going to talk about them. But I do hear that kind of thing a lot, and they are available, and evidently they're a lot more affordable than an in-person therapist. You can also do therapy via Zoom or Skype. It just maybe even FaceTime with some of them. I don't know. But if you're really harming yourself physically, please go see someone. Now, if you're just filling your mind with terrible things about yourself, it might not hurt to talk to someone, a therapist perhaps, but you can also talk to yourself about it and talk yourself down, saying, I'm not going to talk like that about me anymore. And when you get frustrated, you get angry, you get upset, walk away, take a few deep breaths, come back, maybe from the other side of the table, see it from a different perspective. If it's something technical, get on YouTube and type in whatever the problem is. And there's someone out there has a video on how to solve it. How do I know? I do that kind of thing all the time. I drive an old Prius, and half the time I'll get in there and the dash lights don't work, or I can't turn the car off, or I keep getting warning lights. I just pull out the phone, I type it in. YouTube tells me, oh, this is a common problem with that model year. They know about it, they just haven't fixed it, and it's an old car, so they'll never fix it. So you have to do this, and this in this following sequence for this many seconds. Turn on the odometer button, click the lights on 3 times, open the driver's door once, hit climate control, open the door twice, and then everything resets. It's the same that if you get in and your backup camera is not showing, there is a sequence of buttons and lights you hit, or light, you flip your lights off and on, and it'll fix your camera. It just that resets their system. So I think that people are a lot like that too. If you're having a problem, you can reset yourself. Like I sat down here right now and all I want to do is fall asleep. But now that I'm talking to you, I'm waking up and I'm looking forward to going over and to the store and grabbing something that I didn't really want to go to the store today, but I'm going to have to do it anyway. And why? Well, because I need it. And why am I going to go now? Because now I'm up for it because I'm talking to you and my energy level is rising. I can feel it rising. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. In. Out. Believe it or not, that also do that 3 times in a row, and that will help lower your blood pressure if you're feeling all heated and blushing from high blood pressure. Self-abuse, I know that when the word comes up, immediately what comes to my mind is a Catholic school teacher telling the kids in class not to do something because that's self-abuse, and your palms will get hairy or you'll go blind. We're not talking about that kind of abuse. Again, self-abuse. Don't overeat. Regardless of what you're feeling, I know people eat to forget things or because they're depressed or they go shopping and spend a crap load of money. Don't do that just because you're feeling lonely or depressed. Instead, look within or pick up a hobby, do something that you know is going, do something that makes you feel good. So while you're doing something, if you are feeling good, make a note of what that something is. Because the next time that you're down and feel like abusing yourself mentally or eating or whatever, think about what made you feel good and then go do that activity if you can. And it will pull you out of your slump and you'll be, how do old people say it? You'll be right as rain. Because when people self-abuse, it makes me cranky. And you know, I'm trying to shake the cranky moniker. I never will because that's just in my nature. But to be cranky all the time is exhausting. Just like being right all the time is exhausting. Trust me. I don't know anything about that. That's about all I have to say on self-abuse. I know you were expecting some big medical, psychological diatribe today. Well, I am neither one of those things, psychologist or doctor, so I really can't speak with authority. I can just tell you what works for me, and I've given you a couple of things that tell you what works for me. I must stress, though, I am out and about, and I see a lot of people who are younger, like in their 20s, and they look like they have been self-abusing their body physically for a long time, and they really need to stop and start looking like you're in your 20s again, fit, active, out there. You'll appreciate it when you get older. And I was going to say one more thing. What was it? I wonder. No, that wasn't it. Whew. I'm having a senior moment, and I'm not quite retirement age yet. So I don't know if I'm really considered a senior or not. I know sometimes when I go to a certain store, I walk in on a Wednesday and it's senior discount Wednesday. And if it's a younger cashier, they just go, oh, and you get your senior discount. And it's like, oh, okay, thank you. That's about all I have to say about this today. Please hang in there. Keep watching. Tell your friends, like, share, subscribe. And as always, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, 35 Letters, Letters from a Mother to Her Son, written by Joseph L. Ferguson. Someone did leave an extensive review of the book in the comment section, and I appreciate that. That means that You read it. That's always a good thing, right? The sponsor will be very happy to hear that. Okay, I'm going to let you go. And today's shout out goes to, I don't really have a shout out for that. So I'm going to find something and put it in the description of this video. So watch the video and read the description and go to that link. All right. Take care. Have a great Thursday. And I will see you next time.